another episode of CAD PCs where we build and configure a CAD PC for CAD for 3D design and such. In this video, I'm basically just going to be getting familiar with the graphics card driver that I currently have, because if you've been following the series, I have some sort of questions about that. And then also, one of my big complaints about this, as it's been since I got it here, just being like the operating system setup and everything, is that it's too bright. And the maximum brightness, I just made a short video, and the maximum brightness is, or sorry, the minimum brightness is not as low as I want it to be. So, so that's like actually what's really inspiring me to do the graphics card thing right now, because if it wasn't for that, I don't know if I would really care that much. Like we haven't even really tested stuff to see how good and or bad the current graphics card driver is. And so yeah, so it's basically just problem solving those things. So first things first, and then maybe we'll do USB microphone. Maybe I'll get a microphone soon so that it's better for you guys. I'm kind of torn on that because I don't know, I just have other projects to do. I like the idea of building a microphone, so I've been a little weird about that, but okay. So how do I see my current graphic? I see what driver my graphics card is currently using. How far in are we? 2 minutes? It's like, I'm gonna do this, try this. That'll be a note for later. I like to have time stuff. It makes people easier to like see where they need to go to in a video or whatever. So, and I'm gonna do on Ubuntu. Maybe I'll do on Ubuntu 25. Hi Paula. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Tú hablas? The most direct method in the LSP is to check the kernel driver in use, run the following command. I like LSH stuff. That's a command to just see what's going on with hardware. What's A? Asked how you are. What is A? All right, so we're gonna run this command. Have a terminal window open, and oh man. I always forget, like, I don't know. I forget. I'm gonna do that right back. I'm just don't want you to see my password. Man, I am like, okay. Cool. Yummy boy. Music. Is that Portuguese or Espanol? Portuguese or Spanish? Okay. VGA compatible controller, vendor, and video corporation. Oh, interesting. Okay, no, it lists both graphics cards that I've connected. So this tells some interesting info, I guess. How do I want to do? There we go. What is all this business? I don't like this. let's clear. All right, I don't know what's going on. Ah, it's a problem. I'm not used to streamings, right? So I'm not used to making this big so that it's easier for y'all to see. And so I try to do that, and everything gets a little crazy. And then we're going to run that command again. And so it tells us some information, right? This is one graphics card that I was using. This is the Quadro P400. Then we're going to look at the Radeon Pro because that's the one that we care about more, I guess, for right now. And clock 33 megahertz. I don't really understand what that is. Like, we could search any of this stuff, but what we want to know is I'm trying to remember why I even want to know this. I got to remind myself. We're going to go to a specific YouTube video. I guess we can go. Now we'll go over here. And I'm going to go to a specific one of my YouTube videos, and the short that I just posted, because the short that I just posted, a couple comments that like I wasn't really even thinking about the driver, and this person, no, ask Gemini. Let's see. I think the monitor has to have DDCI. I think I looked into this stuff. Oh, Google, right? That's right. It's Google. It was a Google thing. So, I guess I can repeat that process. I'm gonna go to Gemini, I guess, for a second, and do that. Let's kill that. Go to Gemini, and we'll just go through it. We'll see how it goes. I'm using Ubuntu 25.05, and I want to reduce the brightness below what the minimum level it will allow for. Wow, this is terrible English, but we're just going to type it in because on the monitor. How do I do this? Okay, so Xander, where I can go through everything here because I remember some stuff work. This Xander might have worked to adjust the thing. Maybe I won't go through it. Xander might have worked to adjust it. Util. It'll adjust it, but it won't go below. And then it says Wayland. So and then I'm using Wayland. And I would have uses not Wayland thing. Wayland's the newer one. I think a lot of people like it for some reason, but I don't know. It's not. Okay, here are a few ways to reduce your screen brightness below the minimum on a Ubuntu system running Wayland. Using WLR Rander. All right, let's look this up. Let's try this. We're gonna try. This is just like, I don't know. If you watch like a I think I know how to do this. Install on Ubuntu. Launchpad. Launchpad sounds like an Ubuntu thing. In the package repository for 24.04, but not for 25. I want to see when this came out, man, because I've had this. When did Ubuntu 25.05 come out? The first thing it says is that it's not released. The second thing it says is the latest stable release as of June 2025 is Ubuntu 25.04. Okay, so this OS is like less than 2 months old. which is just like, I don't know, man. When to update is just such a thing. When did this get released? All right, so one was released in April. How about we'll just try this. Will WL render work on Ubuntu 25.05? All right, Pat, with the package version 0.4, 0.4.1-1, 0.4. Okay, this one will apparently work. I'm going to click on it. AMD store. Click on the source code. Right? Am I going to stick all that? Should I build it from the binaries? Should I build it from the binaries? In my experience, building things from binaries takes things a lot longer. A lot of people do it because it's a security thing. So it depends on, I don't know, it depends on what you're doing, I guess. Downloads. There's a tar. There's 2 tars. All right, we are not going to do all this shenaniganery. We're going to do something that we can easily regret, which is just going to be... All right, how about this? How do we search the name of packages using apt in Ubuntu? I just want to search the package. I don't want to install it necessarily. I just want to search it. Yeah, apt search. All right, apt search WLR. Utility to manage outputs of a Wayland compositor. What's a compositor in computing? Interesting. We're responsible for software component responsible for combining different visual elements such as Windows graphics and text. Okay, cool. And this is the same one, right? That's the 1.4.1.1/. All right, so there's a couple different ways to install using apt. I forget these because I haven't been using Debian for a long time. Let's search that. How to install software with apt. I think it's just apt-get install, but there's a difference between apt install and apt-get install. To install software using apt on Ubuntu, first update the package index to ensure you have the latest information about available packages by running sudo apt update. Yeah, that's our updating packages, I think. And then use the apt install command followed by the package name to install the desired software. Okay, all right, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this. We will use this for now for this box. Apt install. No, we're gonna have to do sudo, aren't we? Sudo apt install, and then boom. It needs 45 kilobytes. 0% working. It's working. All right, it installed. Okay. Now we're gonna say using to reduce brightness. I'm just copying and pasting the name of this package. Let's see. Oh man. Well, WLR is available in the universe repository for Ubuntu 21.04, and later its ability to control brightness, particularly on external monitors, might be limited compared to its functionality on the primary display. Dude, how do you even want to own a desktop if I can't do this? Let's see. All right, official documentation. WLR official documentation. Let's see what pops up when we have that. Why is it so hard for me to right click and then click? Like, maybe it's me. It could easily be me. I feel old in this regard. I gotta change my game, man. I think I need one of those vertical mice. I want one of those vertical mices. Mices, mouses, mice. Let's go to the README. Great. Awesome. Love it when the documentation is this great. It just says do dependencies. This is the problem with software, man. Like, I mean, right? Like, this person just this who already has used the old software, they can use this. But for somebody like new to the game, this is what sucks about Linux. Like, maybe not all Linux, I don't know. But what sucks is like this is like, okay, cool, but how do I use the thing? All right. And then it just takes longer because someone couldn't write like a 5 minute thing, whatever. It's fine. I'm complaining, but thank you for writing the software, I guess, right? How to use render to reduce the brightness on the monitor. I'm just doing the thing, right? Because it's built on xrender. That's my assume, right? Xrender, and then like this one, WLR is for Wayland. So like, all right, I gotta get the name of the monitor. All right, we're just gonna try the same. That's the goal. Is we're just gonna try the same command that for the X and for Wayland, and we're gonna see how that goes. First, we have to get the name of the monitor, which I've since forgotten. Since I don't know, I didn't think that was gonna work. Like I tried this maybe a couple days ago or a few days ago. I think I was doing it on stream. I could be wrong now. How to get the name of my monitor on Linux. I mean, we'll just do HW info. I've run that before. That's like, whoops, HW info is one word. Okay, we don't have that command. I could install it, but I don't know. Let's see if we can do it another way. Oh, maybe we can try. This is saying use xrender. Render like stop trying to, because if it doesn't support output management, trying to manage the output, right? The output of the display. That's kind of like, I'm not saying this well, but like output, I think means like there can be observed across various Linux distributions, desktop, blah, blah, blah. Installing the WLR protocols package provides the protocol definitions, but does not enable the functionality versus input. The compositor must implement the protocol for it to work. In summary, the error indicates that the current Wayland compositor lacks the necessary implementation. In summary, the error indicates that the current Wayland compositor lacks the necessary implementation. I mean, this is the protocol I want, right? How do I install that? And then I am going to go back because, how do I install? Because now this Git is starting to make sense, right? It's like, maybe I need to run these things. Maybe I need to install the dependencies to do the thing that I need to do. But it should just say that, right? Like, I don't know, maybe not. Standalone software is not a standalone software. You need to ensure your compositor supports it if you want to use these tools. To use this protocol, you typically use a client application like Canchi that communicates with the protocol. What's Canchi? Learning like sysadmin stuff, like I should just read a book, which I've read books some, but like I do actually want to read. The reason I'm not reading a Linux book right now is so funny. The reason I'm not reading a Linux right now is because it's being used to prop up this computer so that it has better airflow. Okay, Kanshi's a Chinese poetry term. Okay. What is it in software? Um, in software. This is such a typical, like, this is like a sad for me in that it's like a typical DIY learning thing. Is a Wayland daemon designed for dynamic display configuration, automatically managing output profiles while monitors are connected or disconnected? Let's just see if I have it. Let's just, Kanshi version. Do I already have this? Kanshi dash version. All right. How to see if I have Kanshi, and then how to reduce brightness below the minimum level on Ubuntu. No, level on Wayland. Let's just confirm I'm using Wayland. How command to see if I'm using Wayland. Wayland. They learn because the computer installed them by accident. Like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. I don't think. We'll try it though. How do we try that? Oh no, I am using Wayland. Okay, cool. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well. Programs like Gamma Step, WL Sunset. Let's try Gamma Step. I'm gonna work my way back, I guess. This is a mess. This way of doing this is an absolute mess. And I don't think it's the best way to do it. But sometimes I do it just because sometimes it makes sense. And more for the human component than for the this actually makes sense to do this in a computing way. Okay, so Gamma Step. Let's look this up. GitLab. Look at this. Are you gonna have a README? How sweet would that be? Nope, no README. Let's see this. See where it comes from. I'm about to stop what I'm doing right now because I can't look at this bright screen anymore. It's like, it's so funny. I just put on sunglasses. Yeah, we're about to be over this. So much for doing it the old way. All right, we're gonna try Gamma Step. For users of GNOME on Wayland, the accessibility zoom feature. This stream has gone to nightmare, right? I was gonna look up the GPU drivers, and I just got off that track. I want to try this one thing first, and then we won't try that on this. All right, we'll do sudo apt install. We'll try that. Sudo apt install gamma step. See if that works. Whoa! Come back to me. Cool. All right, now we have gamma step. We don't know where this came from. Arch. I've been having Arch forums pop up more and more, man. Whatever the Arch people are on, like, they be finding solutions to things, I guess. Why can't I scroll on this? Oh, here it is. What am I even on right now? How do I even get here? Intel backlight. Let's go there. Let's go to this. Let's just YOLO cd /sys/class/backlight. Reason I'm not typing in this perfectly. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I saw Intel and I was just like, we probably don't have Intel on this AMD thing, so. All right, let's see. Where's the gamma thing? Gamma step. Gamma step commands. Why can't, like, I just want some official documentation. Can I do that? Is that possible? Those are source files. That's how the, like, just in the README. What what is going on with this 10-year-old software? I just noticed maybe this is not good. I mean, it's 4 months ago. What is authored? I don't understand GitLab. Not yet anyway. All right, let's see. Maybe this will tank the whole computer, but we are just about to do it because, like I said, sometimes you'll YOLO. Wait, what? No, I don't care about that. Gamma ramps value between 0.1 and 1. Oh, okay. I should have read that. Adjust screen brightness by modifying gamma ramps. What I don't understand is, like, what is this 0.7 and 0.4? Why is there a colon between them? Of course. All right, we're gonna start typing stuff. This is always a bad idea, but sometimes it feels good to mess something up worse than it does to actually get it solved. Because when you messed up worse, you're forced to take a step back, and then you learn stuff. Gamma step B 0.7. I'm just copying this thing. I like to type them in because I feel like it helps me learn things. Okay, typical problem. This is the same problem I was having with Redshift. Unable to start GeoClue client. Access to the current location was denied. Ensure location enabled to access this program by this program is permitted. Unable to get location from provider. Okay, I'm going to turn this away for a second. I think I'm going to try giving this my location the easy way, and then if that works, if I can run that and that works, then that'd be jolly. But, like, the fact that something needs my location to change the brightness is still, like, maybe that's just how the software is built, but, like, everything's just so messed up, man. It's so frustrating. Location. All right, so basically I'm just going gonna give location temporarily, and then I'm gonna run the command again. Yeah. Okay. You get a different error this time. Failed to start adjustment method Wayland. So what is that about? I don't know if I need to. Maybe where's the settings that I opened? Let's remove location, and then we can bring it back. All right, not compatible with Wayland or misconfigured. All right, so Gamma doesn't work. I'm going to delete all these. Or sorry, I'm closing things because that didn't work. This person even says try Gamma step. Maybe I could try that one more time. Because I am doing something else. I don't know what's going on here, man. Like, why isn't it? I don't know what process that's. All right, Gamma step -b 0.4. Yeah, command not found. Oh, whoops! I didn't type it in right. That's why. Yeah, unable to get location. All right, let's try one more time. I'll move the location again. And I'm just giving device location. And I'm gonna run it again, and I get the same problem. So we are going to stop this attempt, and we're going to try something else. Why? I'm like, okay, no more of that. Clear. And, oh, this is such a ridiculous thing. All right. Decrease blacklight below minimum. I want to put this in the chat because I might come back to it. But I think we're going to start to close things pretty quickly here because we are going to try to do the GPU driver thing. Or we are going to call it a night on this system so that I don't burn my retinas. Kanchi, that's right. Kanchi is a thing. All right, this is where we branched off to try something different. If Kanchi's installed, this will. Let's see this actually. You also check if Kanchi's running as a systemd user service. Use this command. I'll use that. I like that. I'll just see if systemd is. All right, Kanchi service could not be found. Why were we looking to see if Kanchi is a Wayland daemon designed for dynamic display configuration, automatically managing output profiles when monitors are connected to or disconnected. All right, let's install Kanchi. Let's do that. What do we sudo apt install Kanchi? Sometimes is that install Kanchi on Ubuntu? It's weird. Like now that once you have the AI thing that's like asking you, it's like it's so easy to just double check everything. How about is Kanchi available for Ubuntu 25? This whole saga is like, all right. I'll just call it. It says it's available. That's what that said. Where was the command? I forget the whole apt-get thing because it's just. What's with the Y flag? All right, what is a Y flag with apt install? No, I don't want the Y flag to answer yet. No, what is, no. All right. Sudo apt install Kanshi. Okay. All right, we have Kanchi, apparently. So since it's a daemon, I probably will have to, right? Okay. So Kanchi talks to the WLR output manager table v1. All right, let's just try this. Use Kanchi to reduce brightness on monitor connected to desktop. No dice. I just realized I cleared the terminal too. I'm annoyed. I gotta uninstall stuff. I'm gonna have to go back through this thing. So I can apt uninstall all the stuff that doesn't work. Let's just look at the Kanchi documentation. Let's see what it says. Dynamic display configuration. This is GitHub. Where's the README? Kanchi allows you to find output profiles that are automatically enabled and disabled on hotplug. I don't know what hotplug is. It gives a laptop example. All right, Linux command to see my Wayland compositor. So Wayland has a thing called a compositor, I guess. And so I'm gonna search this. Wayland-info doesn't work. That's a thing. Sometimes I'm reading not out loud and then doing stuff, so if that's annoying, you put questions in the comments or whatever, because, you know, I don't. This thing's giving me a headache to read. By connecting to the display using WL display connect null and retrieving the file descriptor, like what, who? I'm going to the source. Yeah. Nope. Just nope. Just nope right now. This does say the same thing, though, that this says. What, way back here, WLR render. Oh, good thing I didn't miss the heads up. This project has moved over to SourceHat. Ah! This project has moved to GitLab. Freedesktop.org. Everything's moving. All right. I'm too tired for this now. All right, I gotta close stuff as quick as possible. I'm just gonna come back to it. How to use, I want to uninstall stuff. How to uninstall stuff using apt. Apt is the package manager, but some of you probably already know that. Let's do that. Sudo apt remove canshi. Yeah, let's uninstall that. What was the other one that we WXL Rander or whatever it's called too? Probably another one. I'll double check. I just want to get everything uninstalled. Sudo apt remove WLR. Yeah. I don't even know if this is like what? I don't even know. I typed this in wrong. I don't think this is the best. This very easily could not be the best way to remove this software. However, it is not nothing. So for now, let me just type that in. What's most thorough way to remove software on Ubuntu? I kind of want to type Debian just because it's the, yeah, it does have the remove. What's the difference between apt and apt-get? That says apt-get is lower level. We'll do that. Sudo. Now it won't work though, because it's already gone. I bet. WLR Rander. Yep. Sudo apt-get remove canshi. Oh, but it did do things for canshi. Nope. Zero upgrade, zero install. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Cool. Whatever. All right. We're gonna get out of this stuff. We're gonna work our way back. And note that lose for me or me plus / multiplied the LLM, and I am wanting something else to prop up my computer so that I can read my book. I want to read my Linux book. I just want to read the books. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this. Look at all these tabs of wasted time. Did we learn anything? I don't actually know. This could just be what? How much time out of our lives? 45 minutes ish. Learn some apt stuff, right? Or refresh memory, but what is compositor? Yeah. So you go all the way back, right? And how we got here is Rander. No, how we got here is Gemini, right? Because it basically searched like what is Xander for Wayland. They're using the default gnome extensions. There are extensions that provide more granular control over brightness. A few options. For Professor Alpha Tint, you can find and install these extensions site. Let's search for soft brightness. Let's try through. No, that's something that I would ever use. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I'll download the shell version. Add or override brightness. Let's try this. Send it. I'm going to press send it. XCG open. We can use that. That's fine. Is that going to work? GNOME is not a desktop thing that I would ever install. It's heavily installed automatically, as I've said in previous streams. And I'm assuming because it's the official one that's supported by Ubuntu, it's probably the one that works the best. I would imagine it's still more efficient than like Windows or something. This isn't installing. Like, it's just nothing's happening. Super annoying. Let's try it. We'll try it here. We can how to install soft brightness gnome extension on Ubuntu. I don't remember what I was saying. Does not work with the newer versions. No, however, called soft brightness plug is available on Ubuntu. The soft brightness plus does soft brightness plus work on Ubuntu 25? This might all just be like Ubuntu 25 problems because it's like 2 months old or whatever it is. There's no information. It works on Ubuntu 24. Yeah. All right, we're gonna close this. This is all a bust. This whole problem might be because it's Ubuntu 25. Did I even apply that to this LLM? Yeah, I did. It's the first thing I said. I'm using Ubuntu 25.05, and all this stuff sucks. What about that? Sudo apt install gnome shell extensions. It's going to take 2 megabytes. So different. I think it's like the main difference with installing things, like using Linux, is like I'm seeing if any of these things extensions light style maybe a thing. You know, like there's just you don't get as much bloat. Go to the soft braces page on the click the on switch to install it. Let's try this again. Because it was saying, right, maybe this install doesn't work because I didn't have this installed yet. Let's see if it works now. Still no. Useless. Useless. So, all right, we're going to uninstall that now. These are all just leads. These are all just things that we now have some familiarity with. And this, in my experience, is a lot about how learning works, but also learning software. You just get a lot of some familiarity with all this different stuff. Yeah. What are we doing? Sudo apt get remove stuff. And where are we? We're back to the graphics card. And we should be back to this, the original thing. So this, it didn't pop up. It didn't lead me to the same thing. So let's check this other comment from Soft. Let's try Xander. Yeah, we tried that. It's not going to work. So I'll have to respond to that. Can I respond right here? Yeah, I'll be able to respond. What did I just copy? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna see. Whoops. I should have searched this first. It's such a waste of. Okay. How to see? I think it does. How to see if my monitor has compatibility? So this might be a monitor thing too, right? Maybe I need to use a different monitor. To check if your monitor supports, you can use DDC util, which is a common utility. Let's see if we have this. Let me try this. DDC util. Just trusting the comments in here. I wouldn't always do that, but like, you know, what is Sometimes you can just kind of tell, I guess. Stands for Display Data Channel Comm Interfaces, set up for the electronics, right? It's a thing. All right, DDC util detect. Sometimes people write things in the comments that aren't things. Malicious, permission denied. It's because I didn't run sudo. I didn't do sudo. To verify functionality. Oh, okay, we can do that. DDC util capabilities. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, select color preset. Brightness. I don't know if this is a thing, because this might just be telling me like I can adjust brightness, but it may not be able to say like how much I can adjust brightness. Will DDC util, I may have to come back to this. I think I'm just too brain dead now. Will DDC util allow, no, will DDC util capabilities, no, will the DCC util capability command show me if I can reduce brightness below the minimum? Will not show you. Okay. I'm going to respond to that right now. We're going to respond to this right now on stream. Because, where's that thing? Okay. Well, DDC CLI yes value. I wrote value. Apparently won't let me reduce brightness below the minimum. I gotta tag this person so they see it. That's fine. We'll leave it there. I kind of see more of this. What driver I'm using, maybe I'll look into that. I don't know if it's the driver. I think I'm past peak problem solving ability on this particular issue for right now. So I'm gonna let it be, sleep on it or whatever. These USB microphones. I forget if I want a condenser or another one. I'm gonna have to look that up in my notes. The condenser, what's it called? What else did I want to do, man? I wanted to do something, but I'm not remembering what it is right now. Something I wanted to do on this computer. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was all this. Off it because he is. Please put them in the comments. This is such a more on this computer, but it's just like hurts my eyes, and so it's difficult to continue Starter CAD PC series if I cannot appropriately bright screen. So thanks for tuning in. I look forward to talking to y'all in the next one. Oh, we'll look up Paula real quick. Paula spoke. Paula Salazar. Oh. Nada. Join November 2024. Welcome to YouTube, Paula. The YouTube greeting party here. All right. Later, y'all.